Hey guys, Tony Ross here from Chandler Ross Injury Attorneys in Denton, Texas. Wanted to go over a question that we get regarding car accident cases, injury cases, where people call us, and a lot of times they'll ask, how long do I have to file a claim in Texas? If I believe I've been injured in an accident, what is the statute of limitations? In other words, when do I need to make that claim by in order to effectively make it and not be barred because I've waited too long? The answer to that question for most cases, for passenger car typical personal injury cases is going to be 2 years. So you've got a very long time to file that claim and to possibly file suit if needed. But here's the deal. If you're going to be making a personal injury claim and stating that you've been injured in an accident and want that other insurance company to provide compensation for that injury, you need to file that claim damn near immediately. I mean, once that accident happens and you go to the doctor, you need to speak with an attorney. Whether or not it's us or some other personal injury attorney, you need to talk to somebody who's going to get on that case and take the proper steps without hesitation, without waiting, that need to be taken in order to put the insurance company, the other party, on notice. The problem is that people will wait, and oftentimes they won't treat as needed. In other words, they won't see a doctor, a medical provider of some sort, and they'll say, well, let's just give it a month or two to see if my back feels better, my neck feels better, whatever. And after that time, they realize they're not getting any better. And then they go see an attorney about filing a claim because they realize that they've been injured and they may be permanently injured. The problem that the insurance company is going to come to us with is that person will hire an attorney, they'll hire us, and we'll put in a claim, a notice that we're going to be seeking some kind of compensation for that personal injury. And the insurance company looks at the date of incident, the date of loss as it's commonly referred to, and they see that it's 30, 60, 90 days ago. And so that takes away a lot of the validity of a claim. So if you've got a situation to where you were in an accident and you've hurt your back and you come to us the next day and we start treatment and we notify that insurance company is typically going to respond with, okay, well, let's continue treatment. Y'all do what's necessary, and then we can start negotiating a claim when we see that it's a proper time to do so. But if we've waited that 60, 90, and sometimes longer than that, the insurance company is going to come back and say, well, the only reason that you guys are filing a claim now is because this person just came to you and they want some money. And that totally may not be the case. We absolutely understand that people can oftentimes be injured and not realize that they're going to need extensive medical treatment, sometimes lifelong medical treatment. They may not realize that for several weeks and sometimes even months. So it can be very disadvantageous if you wait and the insurance company has that opportunity to make the argument that the only reason we're filing a claim is because you came to us again 2-3 months after the fact and you're now just seeking some money. A lot of times we can show through proper medical documentation that that's not the case, but it just makes it much more difficult. So what we advise people to do is, if you think you've been injured, even if you're not sure, see a doctor. Again, if I've talked about this before, if you don't go to the ER, if you don't go to a hospital and you don't have a regular doctor that you go to one of these 24-hour places that are on just about every corner these days, and just pay a small fee to have a doctor do an x-ray, look you over, do an exam, do an evaluation, and see what he thinks. And then that way, if you're able to find out whether or not that doctor thinks that there may be something that needs attention and needs attention now. Because even though you've got that 2-year statute of limitations to make a claim and file suit, you certainly do not want to wait any longer than necessary. As soon as you've seen that doctor and that doctor says, yeah, there may be some issues here, we advise that you come in and speak with us or speak with your personal injury attorney, whoever it is you feel comfortable with. We advise that you go speak with them. If you can't afford to go see a doctor and you've been in an injury, come in and see us, because a lot of the time, if we speak with you and we believe there may be a valid case where we want to pursue that case, we can set you up with an appointment to go see a doctor, and it's at no cost to you. So you're able to go get evaluated, and in that way we can have a medical expert's opinion on whether or not you may have a case that's worth pursuing. Again, if you see a doctor or 2 or 3 and they all come back and they say, we just don't see any injuries, then it's much, much harder for us to pursue a claiming personal injury if we've got nothing to back it up, obviously, right? We don't want to pursue a claim that doesn't have any validity or legitimacy behind it. So we want to make sure a medical professional evaluates you, assesses the damage, whatever the injury is, and we get a clear picture of the direction we want to go with a case. And we want to do that as soon as possible. Again, we don't want to do that 30, 60, 90 days or further than that after an accident has happened, because it just becomes much more difficult dealing with the insurance company and trying to get a reasonable settlement or a favorable verdict at trial. If you have had that, what they call lapse in treatment, that lapse in seeing a doc, getting evaluated, and finding out what's wrong. So, again, we offer a free consultation here at Chandler Ross. Like most personal injury attorneys, we'll sit down with you. In fact, unlike some attorneys, we personally like to sit down with you. Either myself or Brent Chandler, my partner, will sit down with you and talk about your case and go over your case extensively. We're not going to send somebody out to just sign you up. We're going to talk about the case with you, talk about realistic expectations. We're going to tell you what we truly and honestly believe could happen with your case based upon what we've dealt with before. And we're going to decide whether or not we want to take the case. And if you want to hire us, if you want to retain us, we'll talk about the contract procedure. I mean, it's essentially like most personal injury attorneys. We work on a contingency basis, so you're not out of pocket anything. You don't owe us anything if we're not able to recover for you. But again, we'll get into all that when we meet and we sit down with you. Again, that's a free consultation, so we invite you guys to call us and set that up if you think it's something that you might need. I wanted to address this because we do get calls about once a week from people that have been injured or now realize that they were injured in an accident that happened several weeks and sometimes even months ago. And it can help your claim tremendously, help your entire case immensely if we are able to get on it in the very, very beginning and take over and handle that case from as close of the date of the accident as possible. So hope this has been helpful to some of you folks. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to contact us. We're here 24/7 here at Chandler Ross. You can go to chandlerrosslaw.com to find out more, or simply give us a call. We're based out of Denton, Texas, and we've got offices throughout DFW, so we can meet pretty much anywhere throughout DFW. We will take cases in other parts of Texas if we believe that it's a valid case that's worth pursuing. So pretty much anybody that needs or feels like they may need assistance, feel free to call us, and we're happy to talk with you and possibly set up an appointment if we feel like it's something we can help you with. So again, Tony Ross with Chandler Ross Injury Attorneys, based here out of Denton, Texas, serving primarily DFW and all of North Texas. Hope this has been of help, and I hope everybody's doing okay. Thank you.